Would be nice if I take hi, shalom family. Be nice if I take myself off of mute, right?
What else?
All right, y'all. Thank you for being here. And I want to thank Grandma Codes for becoming a new member. And thanks to everybody that send me PayPals, Cash Apps. And I'm definitely looking for more patrons. So if you want to become a Patreon member, please do. $1. You don't have to spend a lot if you don't have a lot. If you can do $1 a month, that would be a blessing. So, everybody, we're going to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse. So, you remember back in 2021, he was on trial for murder and he got off. Now, we know if this was anyone else, they would never have gotten off, especially someone in our community. No, they would be sitting in jail. First of all, he was underage, he crossed state lines, and he was not even old enough to carry a weapon. So, but you know how it is. We are in America and we know the system is definitely rigged. And he is living proof that it's rigged for real. So, let's get to this story. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay. I picked this picture because I just felt it was just so appropriate, money and tears and yeah, it just all kind of go together. So anyway, let's get into this one. So this actually came out yesterday. So Kyle Rittenhouse attorney has come out to say he lost all of his money. Not he had to pay for bills and, and take care of business. No, he lost all of the money. Now, he was given by the sympathetic, privileged ones, gave him money, and he was given $2 million, y'all. I don't know how many of you know that. He was given $2 million and he busted through $2 million in less than 2 years. So Kyle Rittenhouse has lost his money since he was acquitted over 3 shootings at a protest in Wisconsin, which he really had no business being at. His criminal defense attorney, Mark Richards, this is what he is saying. The 20-year-old is releasing a book. Now, guess what his book is called, y'all? The name of the book is called Acquittal. He's publishing a book. Look, I don't know why Kyle Rittenhouse is broke, y'all. And here's the reason why I am saying this. I don't understand how he is broke because let's face it, people like him are very privileged. You mean to tell me he can't get up and work a job? He's old enough to work a job. And you mean to tell me none of these people that support him couldn't offer him a job to do? He's at working age. He's a young man. So what's the reason on why he's not working? So he's trying to put a book out. And from what I understand, the book is coming out shortly. So I guess that's a way they're going to catapult him back into fame and glory through this book called Acquittal. Well, that's what they intend on doing. But no, I mean, look, if you're not in school, because it don't say anything about him attending school. So if you're not in school, you need to be working, right? You should be working. So what's the excuse? I thought y'all work hard. I thought you all work hard. And remember, they claim we're the ones that are bad at money. And this dude blew through $2 million in less than 2 years. But we're bad with money. Go figure, right? So the 20-year-old is releasing a book that describes his life as well as the circumstances around his fatal shooting of 36-year-old Joseph Rosenbaum and 26-year-old Anthony Huber. And Kyle Rittenhouse also injured 26-year-old Gage Rosencruz at a protest after Jacob Blake, a black man, was paralyzed from the waist on down after he was shot by a white police officer that same month. Now, yeah, the officer paralyzed him, but trust me, he was intending on killing Jacob Blake. It just didn't work. So, Kyle Rittenhouse argued that he used the gun in self defense and was acquitted. Yeah, because the judge acted like a defense attorney on charges of first degree intentional homicide, attempted first degree intentional homicide, first degree reckless homicide, and 2 charges of first degree reckless endangering safety. And we know he beat the charges. Rittenhouse sparked an uproar after he announced his new book, Acquitted, on social media accounts on November 20th. So it was just a few days ago he announced this book, describing it as a story of survival, resilience, and justice. The hell? What the hell? Okay. Well, I guess the people like him will like it. I can't see. a lot of people buying the book for the reason of helping him out financially. Other than that, I would not find his book to be that interesting. So, anyway, talking to Court TV, attorney Mark Richard, who represented Rittenhouse, said he is working and is trying to support himself. And, everybody think that Kyle got so much money. Whatever money he did get is gone. He got a lot of money, y'all. And if you remember, George Zimmerman did too. When George Zimmerman was on trial for killing Trayvon Martin, they threw a lot of money at George Zimmerman as well. And George Zimmerman, I think like a year or two later, was living out of a car. You know, it looks like their heroes just seems to always fall on bad financial times. So anyway, he's living. I don't want to say paycheck to paycheck, but he's living to support himself. Obviously, as his lawyer and somebody who I want to do well, I hope he does re engage in his studies. But right now, he is working full time. He is living a law abiding life and he is doing something that he enjoys, but he doesn't say what that is. All right. So Rittenhouse has opened up about needing money in the past and previously used an appearance on Tucker Carlson's Fox News, which we know Tucker is no longer there, to request donations for his legal funds. He faces lawsuits from the man he shot and injured, as well as the father of one of the two men killed. Yeah, because, civilly they can go after him. And being that he's putting this book out, if they win in civil court, they can take the proceeds from this book. Hi, True Royal Kim. I left my phone over at my brother's house. So I got to go over there and get it because he said he saw your name pop up on the phone when it was ringing over there. I left it over there. So I am going to go get it and I will call you later. So anyway, you know, this dude, this is a pathetic story, y'all. This really is. So there's a lot of people in this country that live paycheck to paycheck. We know that. So what? He's above that? I don't feel sorry for somebody that blew through $2 million. I don't feel sorry. Y'all, he didn't spend that money on no attorneys because money was raised to cover his attorney fees. Okay, that was for the family to have, him and his family. So anyway, so he's on TV back then asking for money for his legal funds, and he's facing civil suits from two different people that he shot. So, Richards, who is also representing Rittenhouse in his upcoming civil cases, said that his client's book, he talked to me about it. I read the book before it went to the publisher. I have no problem with him writing the book. He lived it, he paid for it, and it's his story to tell. I mean, y'all, how many people want to hear Kyle Rittenhouse story? Okay. All right. So he goes on and say, I think he wanted the whole story told. I represented Kyle from almost the beginning until the trial. That was approximately 15 months ago. And when I read the book, there was a lot of things I didn't know, Richard said. So that's what he's doing now to get money from the public. So I guess they think he's going to make millions of dollars from this book. And that's what they're anticipating. So then, him and his family got a few more millions for them to bust through over the next couple of years. Yeah, come on now. Kyle did not write this book himself. Somebody probably ghost wrote the book. Come on, y'all. People like him don't write books. They have ghost writers to write the book. Well, yeah, RY, I wouldn't buy his book even if it was on the 99-cent table. Okay. I wouldn't buy the book. And the thing is, there are people that support him that will probably buy the book because they know it will help him out financially. So, yeah, you're going to have some people run out there and buy the book. But, just because they buy it, are they going to really read his book? I don't think so. I don't think a lot of people are going to read this book. They may buy it, but they won't read it. Chris Pullen said they blew the money on meth. That's a lot of money to blow through. That's a lot of money, y'all. That's money that many people don't see in their lifetime, and he got it and he blew through it in like a snap. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I just reading that, I sure don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him at all. Not at all. Well, they might have gotten a ghostwriter. That's what I think he probably did. I don't believe this dude sat down and wrote some book, okay? I don't believe that. Yes. Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, he went on trial in 2021, and we're at the end of 2023. So, yeah, he blew through that amount. Well, I don't think this guy is one of these people that can change the world, and we saw that case. That case was set up to get him out of everything. That's why that judge was acting like his defense attorney from the bench, because that whole trial was already rigged up to get him out of everything. And that's exactly what happened. Now, he shot at people. Y'all, think about this. He shot at people and he got $2 million. And Jacob Blake, he tried to sue. And if you go back and look, they tried to deny him a claim, which he really should get because that cop shot him in the back unarmed. But I think he's still got civil suits out there, though. But yeah, I mean, he got more of a reason to get $2 million than Kyle Rittenhouse does, in my opinion. Yeah, Mike, see, I saw that video of him beating up on a female classmate, I think when he was in high school. Yeah, I saw that. And then I remember every time someone spoke about him, he was going to sue and all that. Liquid J Funk, thank you so much for the super chat. And you said, "Hey Lisa, how's you? I hope True Royal is doing well. A book by that individual is a waste of tree." Yeah, you're right about that. It sure is. Oh, good. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere down the line in the next few years you'll hear his name cropping up again. I wouldn't be, when you let these people off the hook, they don't learn no lesson. There's no lesson to learn. He's just learning that in a system that favors people like him, he can get away with anything he wants. That's the lesson he learned. I did a live stream last week and I had 1,300 people show up on my live stream, right? When I got done with the live stream and I went to look at my numbers, it said I had 376 views. That's what it said. It had 370. Boy, if you know how much they are manipulating numbers up in here, they're not even ashamed of the fact that they are manipulating numbers. They have no shame whatsoever. They have no shame. Well, they don't like channels like mine. Any channel where you're doing social justice or you're speaking against the atrocities and things that are going on, yeah, they don't like that. So these channels all get manipulated. But if you're on here talking about something that has no meaning, like I slept at the airport or I threw a banana in a fountain or I stepped on a stick while I was out, those will get millions and millions of views. But if you do something of real true meaning, you be lucky if you barely get 1,000. But they got it all rigged up. We know these numbers are all rigged up. That's one thing these people are. They're masters at playing with numbers, and they always will be that way. So, y'all, he is trying to, I guess, pimp out a book and hope that a lot of people will buy it. So now his family can recover the 2 million that they lost. Hope you at least bought a house with it. Darn. It would be jacked up if you didn't. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, well, he's one of those people. I bet you throughout his life he's going to be like this, busted, need money, and then looking around to resurrect this tired behind case that everybody has moved on from and trying to still milk some money out of it. Dog, don't be surprised if they take his book and we look up one day and it's on Netflix. Acquitted is on Netflix. Mhm. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and conclude the live stream. Thank you for being here. And, you know, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I might do a live stream tomorrow. There are a few things I can definitely talk about. Well, the lawyer don't go into how he lost the money. He just said he lost all of his money. He didn't say how. Mhm. I like Chris G's explanation. He said, Chris G, I like your reason. He said he did nothing but run around bragging, and our father snatched it all back. And he's probably on debt up to his eyeballs. See, I like that reason. This is the reason why he lost all of his money. Oh man, thank you, that guy from Texas, for the super sticker. Yeah, that's right. That's why. He's a young guy. He probably never had that kind of money a day in his life. He probably lost his mind. Mhm. You know what, Danielle? I was thinking about doing a current event. If I do, it'll probably be, like, next weekend. There are so many things to talk about now. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here, and please enjoy the rest of your night, and tomorrow is their Black Friday. Stay away from the stores. Stay away from the stores, for real. Shalom, family.